is my cat. Her name's Cat. Hi, I'm Mary, and today I'm gonna show you how to make book crowns. So this time last year, I got really inspired for my friend Natasha's birthday of Tashopolis, because I didn't want to just get her regular old plastic crown. I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool if instead I made her a flower crown? So I made her a flower crown, and then because I thought maybe that was weird and she might feel uncomfortable wearing it by herself and looking like a weirdo all by herself, so I made everybody else flower crown that was gonna like be at her birthday celebration. But ours were just smaller, so it was obvious that it was like her day, but we were there like with her. And we went to the Getty Villa and we took amazing, beautiful, gorgeous pictures. Then for Christine's birthday, oh, do you want me to make you a flower crown again? No, why not? Have you seen those mermaid crown things on Pinterest? And I was like, challenge accepted. I will make mermaid crowns. We actually did mermaid crowns photos for Christine's birthday and for Carmen's birthday. Christine of Poland Bananas Books, I'm talking about. Carmen of Oh the Book Feels. It was just so much fun. It was really cool. It was really amazing photo shoots. This time it's Natasha's birthday again. It's coming back around. Can't believe how much has happened in a year. I made a DIY video for how to make a mermaid crown. I will put that down below. So Natasha's birthday's coming up. And I say, gosh, what will we do this time? I don't know. And she says, 2 words to me. Book crown. Yes! Duh! Yes! Why didn't we think of that first? Amazing, genius. You know, we're the book people, and it's the books, and we love the books, and the books and the princesses and the crowns go together. It's us. It's us. So I have made book crowns, and I will show you how to make them in this video. For Natasha's crown, she recommended, if you know her, this probably doesn't surprise you, the Red Rising trilogy. So her crown is going to be based entirely on these books. What's in the pages and the covers. You know, this is begging to be something. This artwork is so beautiful. No books were harmed in the making of these crowns. I'm going to be using a photocopier, copy the covers and some pages so I can get some actual pages from the actual books of the words that we love that mean so much to us. Crown I'm making for Christine of Poland Bananas Books is, of course, Deathly Hallows. And I'm going to be using the cover as well as some favorite parts, some heartfelt parts and funny parts to make the crown. It's gonna be cool. And for my crown, I'm gonna be doing the Anna and the French Kiss series. Love this series, probably my favorite contemporaries, and they're so beautiful together. Just these covers, not the regular covers. If you haven't read these books, they're good. Don't let the title fool you. It's not as cheesy as it sounds. It's really good. And of course, I am not hurting these books. These books are signed by Stephanie Perkins. It's one of the first authors I got to sign my books. Never stop wishing on stars. So cute. What does she say on the other ones? Always, always, always be yourself. Lola. Lola's probably my favorite. Am I alone in this? I love Anna. Like, I don't know, I just related to her a lot. Maybe it's the costume making and the yeah, I don't know, I just really liked her personality. And San Francisco is my favorite city. Isla says, may you always find the right way. Because it's all about that. So here's the first crown. I've already made this one, and it's based on the Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and the Happily Ever After. And it looks something sort of like this. The cover of Anna there, cover of Lola, and cover of Isla. I also decided to add things like the heart from Anna, the rose from Isla, and then the stars from Lola, which I've covered in glitter after I glued them on. Okay, so some items that you're gonna need. Definitely gonna need scissors for the paper. Little scissors are kind of your choice. You know, regular scissors will do it, but if you have really intricate work, you're gonna want like something that can cut smaller. I actually used a box cutter and self-healing board to cut on for the straight edges, just to make things quicker, but it's definitely not necessary. Regular scissors would just do the trick. I've also picked up a lot of sequins to add to the crowns, make them sparkly and blingy. We've got some glitter to add, some golds and silvers, because with the Red Rising trilogy, we're definitely going to want some gold on there. I did mine first just as a prototype to kind of just see how it would go. And so I photocopied pages of the books to use. So no books were harmed in the making of these book crowns. I've just added some jewels and some glitter and some sparkles. But basically, you start with a basic crown like this, and then you add on bigger pieces to it, or as your design wants. But basically you start with a crown like this. So for Natasha's crown, I'm doing the Red Rising trilogy, and so I'm going to be adding the covers to it. I've photocopied a bunch of pages from all 3 of the books, really, and then I've photocopied the covers as well so that I can get this design going. This is the design that is on the spine. I've shrunk down the size of these so they don't take up so much room in the design. Obviously you don't want to ruin any books, so I've just photocopied and shrunk it down to like 46%, I think, so I can just get a smaller copy of this to have at the front of the crown. So you start off with photocopied pages like this. And I've just cut them straight down the line. So after I cut the page, I then cut the page again in half. And you basically, to create the base of the crown, you're going to want to create these little triangles. In order to get this triangle, it's basically folded in like a diamond shape. You first want to fold the paper over into a triangle. And then to make it a perfect square, you want to cut off that extra bit over there. So I've got a perfect square now. It's just folded once across, and then you fold it again across once more. We've got a little triangle that's ready to join all these other triangles. You're also going to need a type of glue. I don't recommend using a stick glue, as that usually tends to come unstuck and it's going to be around your head, so I don't think it'll last very well. I've used a Mod Podge, which is, you know, you can use regular Elmer's white glue like school glue. It's basically the same thing. What I really like about the Mod Podge is that it comes in a container like this, so I can dip a paintbrush in it and I can just apply the glue a lot smoother than if I used it with a nozzle, because they'd have like lumps and stuff then. So now that I've made a bunch of these triangles, I'm ready to start gluing my crown together. So you want to take the triangle and just get some glue, and I just paint it in here. Glue works best when you let it sit a little bit, not dry, but just so that it's a little bit tacky, ready to glue down. So then I just go ahead and stick this one inside and glue it down. Now this is inside this one, and the next step is to add glue to the inside of this one. I've used cardstock paper as well to do the photocopying, so that it's a little bit tougher than just regular computer printing paper. And we're ready to continue. As I go, I'm also going to be curving these to make sure that they're gluing in a round shape as I continue around. anything comes unstuck, just add a little glue and continue on. Okay, so once I've glued all the triangles together, I have a really good base. You just want to keep measuring it and make sure that it's going to fit around your head or whoever you're making it for. And the last piece is not going to be quite, because I want it to fit just right, so I've measured it and I just drew a little line of where I want to glue the last one to the first piece that I started with. So you do that the same. You just stick some glue on this little piece and you just line it up with where I've measured and press it down. And then you're done. So with this is the base, which is cute on its own if you're happy with that. But if you'd like to add more design to it, more elements to it, that's what we just glue on top of next. So since this crown is going to be for my friend's birthday, I've decided that I want it to be the biggest crown. So I've cut out some bigger triangles that I'm going to be gluing on top to give it some height and a different design. And so I've just been cutting these out to go around it, and they're a lot bigger. So I cut this off and then I do the other side as well. And so now I've got a larger triangle that is just a single layer that I can glue on top of the crown to give it a little bit more height. So I've decided to give this like a double layered effect. So I've glued these in between the lower ones so that they peek through. I do that again by just brushing on some glue into the spot that it's going to go. And I stick one of these on there in between the triangles. And we have this type of effect taking place. So I've just finished gluing all those on, and then I've just taken the edges and I've curved them to give it some more volume and not be so stuck straight up. And I think that's given it kind of like a cool effect. Okay, I've cut out pieces of the covers of the books, so and put them all together in sort of like an emblem to have on the front of the crown. And so I'm just gonna glue that on now. Hey, this is how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. It's really nice. Now I'm just going to add some jewel details with some bling that I've picked up and just sort of make a little design in the middle, because I think it's really plain right here and I want to just bedazzle it and have fun with it. So ta-da! So now I've just painted glue around the edge of these where the gold is, and then I sprinkled gold glitter on it so that it'll be a bit sparklier. And I'm just going to glue these around on the points. I originally thought that I would have liked them up here, but I think they'll look better right here. Okay, so I've just finished with my design for now. Here's the front. I've added all of this sequins and glitter to give it a little bedazzling in the front. We've got all three of the book covers of the Red Rising trilogy. Pages copied from the Red Rising book onto cream cardstock paper to make it a little bit stiffer. And then bejeweled. And these are the sigils of the golden from the book. Painted some glue around the gold part and then poured some glitter on it to make it more blingy. And then I've just set some sequins all on it. And voila! I hope Natasha loves it. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's kind of funny, but it's lovely. So for Christine's crown, I'm going to do Deathly Hallows, and so I've photocopied a bunch of pages of that. I've also taken the cover and shrunk it down and then folded it back and forth to create like a fan effect, because I'm going to have this come together in the very front of the crown as a sort of accent. So now I've got my crown, I'm ready to add on details. So I just am going to be adding sort of like this fan thing in the front and a little Deathly Hallows embellishment, and we'll see what else. So now I've just glued these really skinny pieces here, and I'm just playing with a little like curling technique over here with these to give it a nice little different effect, something pizzazz. But yeah, I like how the cover is there. Christine requested the cover specifically, so did Natasha. That's why I like combined all of them, and then you can see like what book it's from, and I picked out good pages that like have meaningful quotes to me on them, or meaningful parts of the story. Yeah, I love that you can see the cover, you can sort of see Harry and you can sort of see Voldemort and the spine, and it just looks really nice. I like the embellishment here. And bedazzled, hello! I thought the fan effect was a bit too harsh of a line up at the top, so I'm just going along and cutting out indent of the little triangles, and I'm liking how it's coming out. I like that much better. I think that looks a lot nicer up the top. It's not such a harsh line at the top that just cuts it off. It's more of like flows up into this. So, yay! And so, this is how Natasha's book, based on the Red Rising trilogy, turns out. Ha! Ha! I've got the Red Rising, the Golden Sun, and the Morning Star. I created this little design on the front here. It's just like, bedazzle it up. We've got the golden sigil sign, goes all the way around, kind of spice it up too. It's glittery. And then I've just added some darker jewels all the way around. And these book pages are, I used cream colored cardstock that I just photocopied and then was able to make the crown out of it. I just really love how it turned out. I made hers the biggest because she's the birthday princess, and ours go smaller after that because hers is big all the way around. And yeah, I hope she likes it. It's gonna be fun. Also, to go along with Natasha's crown, I had some little bits left over that I was trying out, and I just had to use it. So I made a little scepter for her, a wand, if you will. It's got the Red Rising book on it, and it just goes like in a little star shape. And this will be very fun. For Christine's, we've got, up here we've got the book cover that sort of goes out in a fan over so you can see Harry, Deathly Hallows, Harry Potter. We've got the Deathly Hallows symbol on paper, actually from the page when they're first learning about it from Lovegood. I've got bejeweled it as well as around here and here, and the jeweling continues on the sides. We've got it's all different pages from different parts of the book. My favorite parts, like, okay, right here, this is on the inside, but it says, "Not my daughter," and you know what it says on the back. Here's the chapter with the tale of the three brothers. Really happy with how this one turned out too. I hope she likes it. It's really cool. And lastly, based on all three of these Stephanie Perkins books, here's my crown. So I've got Anna here with the Eiffel Tower, Lola here with the Golden Gate Bridge, Isla here with the Empire State Building. I made this cool little detail that I decided to add later, and added little jewels to it. There's all kinds of things you can do with paper. These like crowns they're limitless. There's so many ways that you could do it and things that you could come up with. That's how you make book crowns. that's all for today. If you guys do end up making your own version of a book crown, tag me in it. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. And I can't wait to make more of these. They're really cool. I'm really excited.